All opinions expressed by the program participants are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Upscale Love for You. The program participants' opinions are based on the information that they consider from their own knowledge. No expressions or accuracy is related to Upscale Love for You.
About the rose, please. Can we talk about the rose?
No,
please?
that's chocolate pearl. Go ahead, chocolate pearl.
Wait,
Oh,
we about to
We are about to.
now. Yes. Okay, so I did want to. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I did want to discuss toys, but I wanted to see that question answered by our resident couple, Ricky and Shaniqua, because they are married and they're the couple that comes on all the time. I would like to know their answer to that question.
No, we don't.
If y'all don't mind.
No, we don't use toys.
Would y'all go at the toy? Y'all go above?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you breaking up.
I was hoping that I wasn't going to break up, but it's starting to storm where I'm going. Can y'all hear me better now?
Yes.
I said I was trying to get you to answer the question about going above and beyond for your relationship.
Above and beyond as far as what, like compromise?
Well, no. Would you do anything to make your relationship better?
Yeah, I'll do. I mean, as long as it doesn't compromise my morals and as long as I don't have to fight myself. Ricky's not here. Sorry, but as long as I tend to try not to do things that I'm going to regret.
Good answer. Good answer. Thank you. Now, my question to everybody is, Danny, is having toys in your relationship a prerequisite to spice up your relationship? You know, a lot of people, some marriages don't do toys. There's a lot of marriages who do toys and more than toys. But do you think that that's a prerequisite to spice up your relationship?
Listen, I have a lot of female friends, and I've been getting a lot of feedback on this rose thing. I looked into it, and it's everything they said and more. The rose alone, fellas, listen to me. The rose alone can handle these women. The rose can take your woman. Don't get it twisted. But the rose with you, well, if I can't speak for y'all, the rose with me, oh my God. Y'all listen. Lord have mercy. Women, can y'all please tell these fellas who's sleeping on this rose? I don't play with toys. This rose is a nice little thing that does not get in the way. Doesn't get in the way, and it satisfies everybody. Not saying that it goes on you, fellas. Me personally, I get off on the woman getting off. If they get off 30 times, I'm happy as hell. That rose,
and the rose can
man, do that. Jesus Christ. Tell them again.
And the rose can do
that. Fellas, y'all quiet. I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen,
I'm putting y'all up on game.
I'm putting y'all up. Listen, I am putting y'all up on game. Do not sleep, fellas. Do not sleep.
Okay, since you said that, Danny, I'm glad. I want to redirect my question. Fellas, do you think that using a toy is taken away from you? Or you feel that you can satisfy that woman with just your own body toy?
Oh, Chocolate Pearl, I want to answer the first one though. I want to answer the first one.
Go ahead, Tracy.
No, it's okay. So I'm glad that you said that. I almost wish I made my point before you said that. It's important, fellas. I want y'all to all listen up, right? Toys should be supplements, not the primary. Often people use those toys because they have zero skills. I'm trying to be honest. Zero skills. and they always say, I'm just trying to make sure you do it. Your thing should have done it, or your mouth, I'm being honest, your mouth or something should have done it. And so just as
Bing
long as
bong.
it's a supplemental thing and not the primary, I'm good with it. Is it a prerequisite? No, but it also depends on how, and this is important, how you prioritize sex in your relationship. There's still a lot of relationships that don't have frequent sex because that's not something they deemed important. But in mine, it is super important. So I'll again do whatever it takes that what we agree upon to get it going. But nonetheless, I just wanted to reiterate again, sir, it should be a supplement.
Yes,
not
yes,
the primary.
yes.
The end.
Anson
Yeah,
about to
fellas,
have the
like I
Holy
said.
Ghost over there.
Fellas, like I said, if you let that rose take over your woman, it's a wrap. But it can just keep your hope alive.
No, we want real skin. I'm not trying to speak for the rest of the women, but can I get an amen if y'all want real skin women? Like, that's cute.
Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
Tracy, what you gonna give me for doing that?
What am I gonna what?
Yeah, you know I got platinum. Yeah, not everybody gets
You know
platinum.
what you
gotta
get
earn
turned
it.
out. That's what you get. You get the gift of turned out them.
Yes,
All
yes.
right now.
You get to push that down for whatever button.
Oh yeah. All right now.
All right now. Woo! Yvonne said both of them. Nikki said amen. Heather said amen. Girl,
See?
I
hello,
want to know,
hello. Hello.
ladies, how many of y'all have it? Show of hands or say hello, say something.
Put a
I
one
want
in the
to see
chat
this.
box.
No.
I meant to put it on order. I'm sorry.
How many we have? What was this question?
Now.
How
What was
many
this question?
women have a rose or something similar?
Put a one in the box.
Well,
if
I
you
have something similar, but not the rose. Yeah, I have something that kind of helps a sister out, you know.
How many of us have treasure chests because we're single?
I do. I have a whole 2 boxes.
Me too.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I do. I have
I
a
got a
whole
whole little
cut.
baggy bag.
Cause I'm about to send you one for your birthday. Happy belated birthday. That's it. You about to enjoy this.
No, you ain't. You sending everybody one. Stop tripping. All right.
All right, got
I'm
one.
gonna eat long enough now. Stop being greedy.
Look, please do. You know, because after this surgery, I'm gonna need that. Yes. Okay.
Dr. Feelgood, your hands up, and so it's Anson's.
Okay. Yes, toys should be a part, especially when you're getting up there in age. You can't give them. You can't give them. I'm good for 5 strokes. They long strokes, but you're only getting 5. So I got to do something to bring you in. But then again, I have a PhD in the cunnilingual arts, so that's I ain't see a rose beat that yet, but that don't mean I'm not afraid to use it. I'm not afraid to use toys in the bedroom to enhance. It's not the placebo. It enhances the experience, and that's what you want. Like Danny, I love to please in the boudoir. Said my motto is, I put it in the chat box. The customer comes first, second, and third. You get 3 to my 1.
Let me serve you up. Let me serve you up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
Yvonne says sex dens too.
oh no, that's But the thing is though, is that you have to have someone who trusts you enough to let you use them.
Exactly.
Because sometimes some of them people come out and then they I'll answer that in a second, Miss Tracy.
Oh, you got it? Okay, good.
Some people come out and they're like, they bring the big fist ones. Hey, let's try this. Or the whips and chains, and you ain't ready for that. Like, no. But as far as what I mean by we love to please is that a man like me, man like my cousin, even Captain Clutch up there, we look at what makes you get there. The pleasure is not in the coming all the way as per se, but the pleasure is the trip.
I want to make sure that you get what you want, and then in return, I show you my gratefulness because, hey, if a dude don't finish, y'all be like, "What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter?" So, and the thing is though is that some men don't need to finish all the time. They just want to make sure that you're satisfied. And that's what I mean by men enjoy you being pleased. Because if you think about it, it's easier for us to ejaculate than for y'all to orgasm.
Sometimes.
Disagree.
For some people, but not for everybody.
Not everybody. Not everybody, but I'm just saying.
Nah, Dre. I've seen different.
yeah.
But I mean,
I'm different.
So, Doctor,
but
can you
I'm
read
done.
what Yvonne said?
Yvonne said absolutely, and then she said a man can set up a romantic night in order, set up a sensual massage with a masseuse, and become a voyeur. Ooh, I like that. Nice idea. No.
You volunteer, Yvonne? You volunteering?
Is she gonna be the sensual masseuse, or is she gonna be the voyeur?
She gonna the massagee, the massagee.
Oh, she's gonna be the person get massage. Okay.
She's a customer.
I'll watch. I could be the masseuse, or I could watch. Like, ooh, but my arthritis,
There you go, Lord. Anson.
Yeah, I hear all y'all talking, but I'm pretty stuck in my ways. I hear you, Danny, about the roles. I understand that it's a wonderful thing for most women, but I have always had this mindset, and I will keep this mindset until I just can't do what I do. I don't want no damn toys. Not at all. You bring in toys, that means that you feel that I'm not enough for you. And I have a resume. I am enough for multiple women. So don't be sitting up here acting like I can't get you off. I can boast some things that a lot of men just cannot do. Like,
listen, I feel the same way. I think I'm like a unicorn. I'm listen. I ain't being too vulgar. I'm curved. Ain't too many men curved out here, right? I know this because I talk to women. This is what I'm telling you. Answer. Curved and a rose. Oh my God, you don't understand, bro.
Well, I can sit up here and say that I can, honest to God, truth say that I have made a woman squirt 6 times in one night in less than 3 hours.
Okay, is this a commercial
13.
or
I got 13. I got 13, Anson. I got 13 without the rose.
In less than 3 hours?
Okay.
13 without the rose in less than 3 hours, bro.
This is turning into a different show. Okay.
Yeah. Let's. What was the question? Chocolate Pearl, can you rephrase your question, please?
I need them to repeat their numbers, though. Anson was how many, and Danny was how many?
On my mama, and my mama watched the show every week. On my mama.
More than 6 in less than 3 hours, probably less than 2.
On my mama. I swear, oh my gosh, I'm ready to call up right now.
But I feel like, to me, toys is an insult. You know what I mean? Because if you need toys and you got me, what the hell you need toys for? You know
Don't knock it until you try it, Anson. I'm telling you, it's very nice.
I'm not saying Anson, this is the thing. Look. I'm 45. I just found this out though. Anson, listen. I'm a late bloomer. I don't even know a late bloomer. I bloomed, but I'm a late bloomer in other shit. Oral, I didn't do oral. I was married and didn't do oral. Like, listen, oh my God, you don't understand, bro. I'm coming out right now.
Hey, that's a quick question, Anson. Do you beat the meat?
Nah, if I don't have to. And I say in South
you
Florida, I don't have to.
I'm saying, you have beat your meat though, right?
Unfortunately,
y'all feel? Let me ask y'all a question. Don't y'all feel stupid when y'all do that? After you finish, you gotta mess all over the place, and you sitting there by yourself looking dumb. That's the dumbest shit ever.
But that's what I'm saying.
I don't.
No. My point, Danny, is that we, men beat they meat, but that don't take nothing from their need from a woman. So a toy shouldn't be. And I get what you're saying. A woman with you shouldn't have to use a toy. But if you have a woman, you shouldn't have to beat your meat using the same logic. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I understand it, but one of my exes once told me, again, conversations, when the bedtime conversation, wake up in the morning, like, oh my God, you were so good. I wish I had two of you. And I had looked at her, I was like, so you want two dicks? Like,
yeah.
Help me understand. She shut up real quick. She shut up real quick and changed the subject.
I'm Team Anson today. I really feel like I'm Team Anson.
Touchdown.
Does anybody else want to join in? How about the lady?
Yeah.
Some new
Yvonne had her hand up.
Yvonne had her hand up.
I had a question. Yvonne. So because hopefully I said your name right, but I just had a question. So your answer, and not judging by no means, sounds very traditional. So I just wanted to unpack it just a tidbit. So you're saying that if she needed to use a toy, then that was a slap to your face, because what are you there for? So my question is, have you ever had a threesome?
Yes.
Okay, then
fun.
My question is this. Why she can't use the toy? Because, whatever you have, it doesn't satisfy her, but you have an additional person there when you can have an additional toy there and still satisfy her. And you get the almighty dollar and the almighty gratification for doing so versus adding an additional person. I'm just asking.
Well, it wasn't my behalf. It wasn't on me. It was two women that wanted me. So it wasn't like I asked for it. This happened multiple times.
But you enjoyed it though, right?
Well, I wasn't gonna say no.
Well, did you enjoy it?
So you enjoyed it, correct?
Or did they torture you?
No, I enjoyed it, and then the one of them went to sleep while me and the other one kept going.
Okay. So
okay.
Again,
that happened to me my very first time, my only time.
Kudos.
I find that hard to believe. With the curve and all.
Again.
Okay.
Doctor, inside voice, girl. Inside voice.
I said that out
loud. The one who initiated went to sleep. The one who initiated went to sleep, and me and the other one was going all night. She woke up like, hey. That's it. What type of shit is that? And you started it.
That sounds very familiar.
One tag out, the other one go in.
That works.
That sounds real familiar. And then the next morning I dropped her off to a girlfriend.
Oh, damn.
Okay, then.
True story.
Okay, then.
Anton's a beast.
Savage.
That's why I answered. That's why I responded to when he asked about beating me. Yeah, it's been a very long time since I have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why y'all all need to come to the masquerade party in October, and y'all can just swap stories in person.
Why, to beat our meat? What the hell are you talking about?
No, so we can meet.
She said that's why you all need to come to the masquerade ball.
MEAT.
No, MEET.
No. T and meet, and y'all can swap stories in person.
I'm glad you said swap stories. I know where you was going with that.
She had me a swap. She had me a swap.
But that's it's just, I mean, we're having a great time. We're having a great time. I'm really appreciating y'all for all of this. This is probably the funnest show we've had.
I think so.
Sis, you still got any more?
No, I'm good because I might lose signal, so I'm passing it off to you. Nobody else have any other comments that they would like to share with my question? Other than that, I'm passing it off to you, brother.
Got you. I got you. Okay. You know who I am. You know what I do. You know what I'm about. For those that are on here the first time, I am Dr. Feelgood, the man with the golden voice, the ladies' choice booth is Rolls Royce. And I'm going to talk about how we do things. In the chat box, in relationships, what percentage do you think of relationships, 100 being a number, 0 to 100, just put a number of how many sexless relationships, sexless intimate relationships you think there are within the Black community?
I'm confused. What's the question again?
Sexless intimate relationships. Sexless being defined as less than once a month.
Oh.
Intercourse less than once a month.
And
that's married, dating, engaged, betrothed, not in jail.
No.
The answer is 40% of all relationships. 65% of marriages are considered sexless.
And why is that?
Yeah,
why is it when they get married they stop having sex?
It's sad.
Well, for one,
you won, Tracy. We got a prize for you at the ball.
So, for one, what happens is they get married for the wrong reasons. Oh. It's a bait and switch. Two, one of the reasons is that the man's not providing the way the woman thinks she should. So as a situation, she puts bro on rations, or her libido is way higher than his, and he's making excuses on not how to do, not wanting to do it. Or, and this is happening not much, but about 5%. One or two of the people are asexual.
And Dr. Feelgood, question, and I don't know if any other woman has experienced this in conversations. I know personally a lot of women that say that they can do without sex. They are no longer, like, it's unheard of to me, but a lot of women say that. I'm just not interested in sex no more. I'm not into that. My man knows that that's not something I like. I just don't know. Do men?
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Like, I don't
get that. I don't get that at all.
Or something.
But that's what happens with that. And that's a good question, Tracy. What happens with that is that quite a few women really don't enjoy sex.
What's wrong with them?
Right.
Look, no, it is used as a means to an end. So I use sex
to get love,
security, to get love and security. And once I've got the love and security, I don't have to do it, or it becomes a duty.
Yeah, I can't relate.
So it's not that they don't want to have sex. It's that they don't want to have sex with the people they with. Because it goes, well, not even Tyrone, but it's just, it goes, and it kind of goes into the subject. Boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. If you're bored in your life, or you don't like doing something, but you did it to get to the goal, then once you reach that goal, there's no incentive to continue that. That's when women start gaining weight, knowing the guy's like, hey, what's up? That's when women stop making themselves look more than presentable for their man. Now they'll do it at their job, but you wearing a muumuu every night, or you come into the room and you got your pajama bottoms up to your neck, and that don't touch me type deal, or
granny panties.
Yeah, you restricted access. Yeah, or you on your cycle 30 days a month. You know, it's like, and then you don't want to go to counseling, because this is where counseling comes in. You don't want to go to counseling or therapy to find out why you don't want to do this. So yeah, that Tracy, that was a great answer. Hopefully I sort of answered it. But that's what happens though. Another thing is that, and this is not just women. Guys, what they'll do is they'll expect stuff, but they don't do the same, like y'all said, the same thing it took to get your baby hooked is the same thing you need to do to keep her. Maybe not to the level you did before, but you need to do that. Dudes, don't get fat. don't get fat. Don't get a woman and get fat. Don't get a woman and get lazy. You gotta stay on your purpose, because your purpose, what that does is that helps keep your testosterone levels up. A man with a purpose keeps their testosterone up. You keep your testosterone up, you're gonna be thinner and in better shape. And hey, because she a squirrel, and what the squirrel's like, that's another story. but the thing is that it's the two, and that goes back to selflessness. What I said in the beginning, selflessness. I'm not doing this stuff for me. My purpose may be good, but I'm not staying in shape just for me. I'm staying in shape for us, because one, I represent us. Two, I work to do what I do to provide for us. Three, I want to, and this is my selfish reason, I want to look good so women know that what they can't get. So there's different layers of when you do things like that. Go ahead, Anson, before I go on my next point.
Oh, I was just shaking my head because Yvonne said thick thighs save lives, and that's true. I want to share two things that I feel are true statements, but I like to get your opinions on it. One is when my exes said that if she don't, another bitch would, and she was right. I must say that was a very, very profound statement. If she wouldn't, another chick would. And the second statement is something that the late Kevin Samuels said. I know a lot of people don't like him for how he braid women and things like that, but he said something that I found was very true, that women control access to sex and men control access to relationships. What y'all think about that?
Well, the first one
That's
is
very
right.
profound.
And that's the first one is right. And everybody in here heard that. They've witnessed that. So yes,
That's
I
true.
don't think you'll find anybody here who won't agree with that. The second one, it's a truism, because think about this, ladies. Who usually does the proposing? Y'all always ask, what are we? Y'all always asking, what are we, right? You might think you're in a relationship, but if you don't hear from the man, right, are you in a relationship? So those two things, Anson, you in the zone tonight. You in the zone tonight, baby. That chair. I blame the chair. But hey, Captain Clutch, what do you think?
I think that if a relationship isn't validated by the man, it's been my experience, then you just have one individual that's in a relationship by themselves, and that's also plays a part where it's been determined by the man, or as far as his predisposition as to whether or not he feels his needs are being met, And so once he feels his needs has been met, and just like women, men have to be, they have a certain need and desire to be validated. And so once he's validated a relationship, then he'll confirm it. And it's not that the woman needs that from a man, as far as like him validating. Sometimes she'll tell him what he wants, because sometimes we as men can be led, or if the female tends to be a alpha female. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Hey, Wonder Woman, we haven't heard from you tonight. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm just listening to the conversation.
You got anything to add to that? What the answer said?
No, but the rose is amazing.
I told you.
Char, how about you? Hello, Char. Kim. What about you, Kim? Bueller.
Yo,
Bueller.
Cause my mother says I'm listening. You.
Eddie Kang. Got anything to say about that? Moving on. Ways we can look at spicing up relationships, and it doesn't have to do with sex. What I want y'all to do is I'm going to ask each and every one of you of a non-penetrating, fellatio, cunnilingus way to spice up relationship, and I'm gonna start off with Anson.
Bomb pops.
I said non-penetration.
I can use them without penetrating.
Okay.
But no, to answer the question honestly and truthfully, quality time. Because quality time can lead to whatever you want it to be.
This is true. Douglas, 1911. What about what is a non-sexual way to spice up your relationship?
She can paint herself purple.
How's that going to spice up the relationship for her?
Oh, we're talking about it for her.
Oh.
Because
I'm dead.
She knows that I would like that, and so doing for others, you do for yourself. So yeah.
What about you, Cap? Right, what about you, Cap?
Say an unplanned, unscheduled event, such as maybe going away for a weekend at like a bed and breakfast, or something as simple as just calling the person up and just asking them, how their day is going, spontaneity.
Okay, Disco.
Hold on. Yeah, what'd you say? Yeah, what was the question?
The question is, can you name one non-penetrating, fellatio, cunnilingus, analingus, any type of lingus way to spice up a relationship?
And she buys the food.
Nah. Listen, it's a mental thing. Really starts physical, mental, then emotional. Physical meaning like you look at them,
Okay.
You have to. It starts during the day, like foreplay during the day. Talk to them. You don't have to touch. Starts during the day.
Okay. All right. What about you, Doc?
For me, it's just gonna be attention. Conversation, communication.
I was about to say the way you were chewing, like you had a mouthful
Be
of
quiet.
stuff. Sissy
Unfortunately,
Kendra.
no. Unfortunately, no. That was just a little ice.
Sissy Kendra, what about you?
I don't know if anybody was saying, like, I like to take trips, and like Douglas said, spontaneity. Was that Douglas or Travis? I'm sorry. Somebody said it.
That was Travis.
I think that was
Yeah.
Travis, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. Spontaneity is always a good way to spice up things. It doesn't always have to be about actual sex. Just developing intimacy in itself is a way to spice things up. And a lot of people think when you say to spice up a relationship, it has to be something wrong with the relationship. That's not always the truth. Sometimes it's a good relationship and you just want to do something different.
Sometimes it plateaus. That doesn't mean it's going down, but it's not going up. And you may need a little spark to help it go up. You're 100% right. Miss Heather.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I mean, I agree with all of you guys. Very, very good ideas. But I'm probably gonna go more the sexual route. I would say being bare with your partner, just being bare, being naked, sitting with each other, and just looking at each other and just talking. It could lead to sex or it could lead to sleep. But I think sometimes everyone is just in a rush to do stuff. And sometimes you just need to be able to see that person in their natural state and just be with them. Just be.
Okay.
Definitely agree with that, Heather. I like that.
A nice hot bubble bath.
Ooh.
Okay. Could you elaborate?
Well, just being in a jacuzzi, just chilling and enjoying each other's company.
Okay.
Just being
making Negro soup.
if it's
Ooh. Yvonne, how about yourself?
I can eat the booty like groceries. No, I'm just playing.
We're related, Yvonne. We're related.
But massages are like a trip to Barnes and Nobles. I'm a nerd, so if you can get on a journey stimulating my brain, we can work for the rest.
You know, ninjas don't read.
Oh.
Tracy D.
So I'm probably I'm just a sexual person by nature. So it could be something like in a cabin somewhere, and he's talking about current events, and I'm looking at his bottom lip and the way it drags when he says certain words, and his mouth all juice. It could be anything, just a conversation. And coupled with intelligence, it's real stimulating for me.
That was don't do that. Don't do that. Do not.
I need to see all bottom lips now, and everybody turn on their camera.
Kimberly D.
Look at answer.
What non-sexual thing you can do to spice up your relationship? She must be sleeping. Miss Char or Mr. Char or them, or I don't want to get your pronoun right. What non-sexual thing you can do to spice up your relationship? Wonder Woman?
I like to travel.
Yeah.
Okay. Cuz, what you got for me? Non-sexual thing to spice it up.
What cuz you
Anything
talking
spontaneous. I don't like anything spontaneous.
Oh no, I'm talking about Shaniqua.
Oh, you talking about Shaniqua.
Cuddling, just chilling.
Oh, I thought she said you weren't there, Rick. Oh,
It's like this, yo. It's like cuddling, chilling, just being with my boo. That's it. Like, we chilling, we vibing. That's all. Even going to the mall, holding hands, chilling. Feel me? That's it.
Okay.
That,
Ms. Zora?
What was it? Oh, it is one question.
Ms. Zora? Bueller? Well, anyway, those are the things that I have for this week.
You ain't asked me.
Well, you weren't there, so go ahead, Chocolate Pearl.
You said non-sexual.
Non-sexual.
Oh, just on a couch, cuddling, watching television.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think that's
in the summertime. It'd be too hot, and if you sat on Grandma Francis' couch,
See, let me explain something. Let me explain something. I used to be, because I'm anemic, so I didn't have the air up very, blasting or what have you. But since I live here in Florida, that air's been blasting, so it's blasting enough to where you stay comfortable if somebody's leaning up on you. So yeah, that's no excuse anymore.
Okay, Zora put a weekend getaway. Well, there are myriad ways. Some people, and I was trying to lean away from the non-sexual. I was trying to lean away from the sexual so that you understand that sex is important in relationships. So if you're in a relationship and you're having sex less than once a month and it's nothing medical, y'all need counseling.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Y'all need counseling.
Y'all need Jesus
because women and men want to be desired.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm with you, obviously I saw something in you that I desired.
Maybe she needs to change.
If you're with me,
say that again, Douglas.
You might need to
go ahead,
change
Douglas.
your diet.
That's true too.
pH might.
That's
be
true
off.
too. And with us, we need to stop eating certain foods. Stop eating so much meat. Men, eat more fruits. Women will thank you later for that.
I'll tell you
and
taste
green
better.
vegetables. And green vegetables.
Yeah.
Eat watermelon and drink pineapple juice.
Get some sun. What I'm saying, one thing about that is, I found out I had a vitamin D deficiency. So
do I.
Y'all black
family.
folks, we need to get out the house and get in that sun. That's our battery. Recharge. Recharge. And Ms. Nikki asked about what about long distance relationships? That's something that you have to, unfortunately, there's a lot of planning to go. And that, we did that show 2 weeks ago. There's a lot of planning to go with that to get together because people are busy. People got busy schedules. But
you should at least be having weekly phone sex.
Phone sex. That goes back to what Danny said. You got to mess in your hand and be like, what am I gonna do with it? There's nobody.
Show me that rose. Show me that rose. Okay, Daddy. Okay, Daddy.
Nah, I'm okay. I'll pass.
But that's what Tracy D put. Desire, devoured, same thing.
Yes.
But if you're with somebody because you're gosh darn it, you like them.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta like them for something.
Yeah,
it may be their personality, their sparkling personality, but you ought to want to desire a person when you're with them. If you feeling that you can't stand to be around that person, then you don't need to be around that person. That's why we have a lot of issues today. Relationships are not fun, whether you're boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, brother, sister. Relationships.
Hey, I'm gonna say that comes and goes in any relationship, especially when you're married. You look over there and be like, "Damn, you still breathing?"
Yeah. But the thing is that you have to understand that she's not always going to be on point, and you're not going to be on point. When all the problems is put on the other person, that's when you really have to. You need to go see somebody because they can't be 100% wrong and you 100% right. You had something to do with it. I'm gonna shut this down because we actually went a little longer than we did with four people and with 3 people. But this was such a fun conversation. Before I say good night, I wanted to see if Chocolate Pearl got any parting words of wisdom.
This was a wonderful show, everybody. I'm glad I was able to join in. I like how we kind of did not bump heads and and we learned to disagree, to agree to disagree. And I appreciate everybody. I love the fact that we have discussed how to spice up our relationship. I hope someone takes something back with that information. And tell a friend to come back next week. And we have a great topic next week as well.
Mm-hmm. What if you ain't got no friends?
And this is how you make them. You come back and you'll meet somebody on here and make a friend.
No, you said we didn't bump heads tonight, so who's not here?
Stop it, Douglas. Stop it. We love our CEO.
Everybody go to Amazon to get that rose.
Dr. Seductive.
I'd really like to give Yvonne a special shout out. This was her topic that she brought to me, and I think it was a really good one. So thank you to Yvonne Collins for that, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight. I had a ball, a total ball. So hope you guys did that, and of course, please invite somebody else.
Well, Ms. Collins needs to go to therapy. She just can't get it through a Zoom session. Bring up these topics and stuff. I hope it was helpful.
That was Douglas. Yes, that was Douglas.
There's a yoga classes that teach you breathing exercises that can turn into sensual, but it's not too sexual. I think you will enjoy it, Douglas. I would highly recommend to you. You could breathe, inhale.
Get a room, y'all. Get.
If you just breathe on me, I'll be ready.
Did he say 10 strokes though?
Huh?
No, that was me. 5 strokes. That's all you getting. 5, but they
Hop
long.
up, chump.
But they long.
Hey, Doug, your friend, 6 minutes.
I need only 6 minutes.
Yo, you disrespecting the blood. You disrespecting the blood.
Hey. All championship games, all games, you pregame with your team, with yourself.
Don't mess with Curvy. Don't mess with Curvy.
Don't mess with the curve.
All right. The Kirby killing them, but that was some big pun. But
my God.
Hey, we're here every Thursday night, 8:30 Eastern at the associated Zoom time. On behalf of Dr. Fabulous, co-founder and CEO, the Chocolate Pearl, Dr. Seductive, and myself, I want to wish y'all thanks. I want y'all to think about coming back, invite a friend, tell a phone, tell a money. It don't cost nothing to get on. Maybe some electricity, but y'all can afford that. Y'all big ballers. And next week we're gonna have another one, and we do this every week. So keep coming back. And we want to thank our regulars and our newcomers. Hope you feel welcome. Hope you had a good time. That's what we're trying to do. So we'll see you next week. So until next week, stay happy, stay hearty, and stay upscale for love. This is Dr. Feel Good signing out.
Get on so you can get off.